VXE XE Wireless. If you crave laser precision and competitive edge, the VXE XE Wireless dives in with flawless tracking and a competitive mode, so snappy it feels like the mouse is caffeinated. The build is sturdy and the sensor sings, but those scratchy mouse feet and the slightly sticky coating might leave sweaty hands slipping toward the exit. Toss in firmware updates dedicated to Valorant tryhards, and this mouse lands headshots. Just don't expect featherweight flicks if you're used to ultralight. 8 out of 10. Corsair Dark Core RGB Pro SE. Here's a chunky mouse packed with enough RGB to make your setup look like a disco, plus wireless tech that is as quick as your next rage quit. The grip favors larger hands and a palm hold, so fingertip warriors may feel like they've borrowed their dad's shoes. But hey, at least you can key-charge it like your phone and game for hours without getting sticky. It's comfy and responsive, but the size and weight make it as nimble as a tank in a knife fight. 6 out of 10. ZOWIE U2 Wireless. The ZOWIE U2 Wireless slides right into Valorant lobbies with its feather-light 60-gram body and a click response that's snappy enough to keep duelists on their toes. The dock charging is genius. Just plop it down and recharge your dopamine after a 1v4 clutch, but the side curve is so pronounced, your thumb might need a passport, and the scroll isn't exactly whisper quiet. It's super reliable and comfy for marathon sessions, but might leave claw grip players grumbling about the shape. 7 out of 10. Endgame Gear XM2E. This mouse glides across the Valorant battlefield smoother than my last attempt at a pickup line, serving up delicious claw grip comfort and clicks that hit snappy every round. Its lightweight frame practically floats in your hand, though you might wish the battery indicator wasn't on a caffeine binge reporting random numbers. If you want top-tier performance without draining your wallet, the XM2 is your new duo, but keep some wipes handy for those decorative lines collecting gamer grime. 8 out of 10. ZOWIE Z13-DW. Rocking a high hump shape perfect for claw grip purists, ZOWIE Z13-DW feels like it was designed to make your flick shots and micro adjustments so crispy, your teammates will accuse you of cheating. The build is premium, and the wireless is clutch, but the battery life pulls more of a sprint than a marathon, and those old-school mechanical switches may not charm everyone. This is a cult classic that shines in precise tracking, but Valorant diehards wanting fingertip freedom might swipe left. 7 out of 10. Hitscan Hyperlight. The Hitscan Hyperlight is so light it might actually take flight if you flick hard enough. Plus, every click is instantaneous, so you can blame strategy instead of sluggish gear after whiffing your shots. The sensor nails tracking at esports speeds and build quality is strong, but the open bottom is Dust Bunny paradise and there is no Bluetooth if you're trying to multitask on your phone mid-game. If you love featherweight FPS mice and can forgive a dirt magnet, this one is a turbocharged win for Valorant mains. 8 out of 10. Razer Viper V3 Pro. This featherweight monster glides smoother than your last ego peak, and with a sensor so accurate it could probably do math homework while snapping heads. The high polling rate is basically esports overkill unless you moonlight as a cyborg, plus battery life drops fast at maximum settings, so bring an extra charge before your ranked climb. If you play Valorant like your mortgage depends on it, this mouse is the new meta, otherwise it might just be flexing a little too hard. 9 out of 10. Razer DeathAdder V4 Pro. DeathAdder remains the king of comfort, hugging your palm like a sloth clinging to a tree while serving up performance that would make robots blush with envy. The updated sensor and insane battery life mean you can frag for days, but the look is so basic that even your desk mat might fall asleep, and the DPI button hiding on the bottom feels like an escape room puzzle. This mouse is like your favorite old hoodie, trusty and reliable, if you care more about clutching than showing off. 8 out of 10. ZOWIE FK2-DW. ZOWIE finally went wireless, keeping its classic flat shape that feels safe and steady. Think comfort food, but for sweaty clutch moments. The sensor is crisp, battery life is decent if you keep polling rates reasonable, and there is zero fuss with plug-and-play setup, but those side buttons and switches could use a gym membership. Old-school reliability with modern freedom, but a bit bland in the age of RGB monsters and ultra-lightweights. 7 out of 10. Razer DeathAdder V3 Hyperspeed. Flick faster than your ex running from commitment. This ultra-light mouse is built for precision headshots and swift escapes, all with buttery smooth glides that make you feel like a Valorant god. The sensor's performance is so snappy you might blame your own mechanics for every missed shot, not the hardware. Battery is built in, so you can game for days, but sadly, no RGB bling to flex on stream, and the price will make your wallet cry louder than a bronze teammate. 8 out of 10. Logitech G502 X Plus. This mouse is chunkier than your mom's secret cookie jar but packs every button a tryhard could dream of, letting you macro your way through Valorant like a tactical mastermind who also loves disco, thanks to the rainbow RGB lights. The hero sensor and hybrid switches click like a dream, but let's be honest, its heavier frame means you are more likely to wrist flick your soda than your crosshair. Not ideal for lightning-fast plays. Brilliant for productivity or point-and-click adventures, but for fast-paced Valorant duels, prepare to get outgunned by featherweights. 6 out of 10. BenQ ZOWIE EC2-DW. Sculpted with more curves than a soap opera plot twist, this ergonomic beauty feels like it was designed for your palm by a team of hand whisperers. It glides, it tracks, and it delivers pixel-perfect precision without a single gimmick. No software, no drama, just toggle everything on the mouse and run, which makes it tournament-ready quicker than you can say eco-round. And the sensor offers a blazing high polling rate to keep up with your cracked aim. Might look boring to RGB fiends and button mashers, but if you actually care about winning in Valorant, this mouse is low-key legendary. 9 out of 10. Lamzu Maya X8K. With a shape that feels like a pro gamer's handshake and click latency so fast, it might just register. Your rage quit before your aim even chokes. This mouse makes flicks and sprays in Valorant almost unfairly smooth. Its airy weight, ultra-high polling rate, and wireless freedom mean your hand is basically free to vibe all night. Unless you picked the black model, which collects fingerprints like a sleuth at a crime scene. Sweaty palms, crispy tracking, and competitive specs galore. But cleaning that mouse is a battle of its own. 8 out of 10. Logitech G Pro X SUPERLIGHT 2. You want a mouse so light and reliable, it almost feels like cheating. This little wonder glides across your pad with all the elegance of a cat chasing a laser, a favorite for Valorant pros who actually need their clicks to register in hyperspeed. It packs a punch with the new hero sensor, great battery life, lag-free wireless action, and a shape that's comfy for every grip, though the price tag could make your wallet do a tactical retreat. It's not revolutionary, but if consistency, speed, and peak FPS performance are your thing, this is absolutely clutch. 9 out of 10. SteelSeries Rival 3 Wireless Gen 2. Pop in your batteries and get comfy, because this wireless mouse will last longer than that Tilted Towers drop, except with its chunky weight, you're more tank than duelist in Valorant. The grip is solid, the clicks have a pleasant feel, and the software is friendly. But switching from Bluetooth to 2.4 GHz is as jumpy as your last clutch round, and this big boy is heavier than most Valorant mains will tolerate for smooth flicks. Decent for casual clickers, but competitive shooters will want something speedier and lighter. 5 out of 10. Endgame Gear OP18 KV2. This thing sprints onto your Valorant setup with a scandalously low 51-gram weight. So fast, it may inspire you to blame lag for your missed shots even less. The 8000 Hz polling rate is real, and not just for show, delivering click latency faster than your relationship status updates. Although the scroll wheel is annoyingly stiff, like your neck after a 12-hour gaming binge, if you have smaller hands and crave performance above all else, this mouse is a sweaty tryhard's best friend. 9 out of 10. Corsair Qatar Elite Wireless. Light as a feather at 69 grams, this mouse glides smoother than your last clutch play and tracks so tightly you'll start questioning if aim assist is secretly on. Battery life is longer than some gaming careers, and buttons respond snappier than chat when you botch Spike Plant. It's responsive for Valorant, but missing the wild speed and flair of pricier options, and the glide pads sometimes feel more budget than beast. 7 out of 10. Razer Basilisk V3X Hyperspeed. 9 buttons, all ready for whatever complicated tactical maneuver your heart desires, with fantastic click latency and Razer's trademark RGB, so your desk looks like a disco while you whiff another headshot. It's ergonomic, customizable, and built to last, but at over 100 grams, it's a heavy tank in a race full of sports cars, so snap aimers may want something lighter. I'm really not sure what I think about this mouse. 6 out of 10. Final Mouse Ultralight X. This mouse tries to be the superhero of lightweight gaming, showing off its carbon fiber muscles while keeping your fingers ready for a high-octane clickfest in Valorant. The buttons snap fast, and the shell is tough but a bit flexy, like that ripped dude who skips leg day, and while the scroll wheel is wide, it might make you want to fist bump your mouse out of frustration. It gets top marks for speed and build, but if you want a perfect all-rounder, you may feel like Final Mouse is just flexing for the sake of flexing. 7 out of 10. Corsair M75 Air Wireless. The M75 Air floats into your hand lighter than your last excuse for missing headshots, packing a featherweight 60 grams but a heavyweight punch with a sensor that tracks so precise you'll think it is reading your mind. Wireless lag? Non-existent. This thing flips between gaming and work modes like it is dodging flashbangs, although the DPI button placement may launch you into panic mode more than once. It's comfy, fast, and almost perfect for Valorant pros, but the price tag and the lack of truly unique features mean it stops just short of legendary. 8 out of 10. Pulsar X-Lite V3. This ultralight contender slides around your pad with all the grace of a ballerina, weighing in just right for extended aim labs without making you feel like you're swinging a toothpick. The ergonomic shape makes tracking and flicks smooth, And the battery goes marathon mode so you won't be recharging mid-tournament. But if your hands are tired after a few clutch rounds, blame the no-frills minimalist design. Good comfort, top-notch performance, but maybe too light for those who like a bit of heft in their hand. 8 out of 10. Turtle Beach Cone 2 Air. The Cone 2 Air flashes more buttons than a pilot's cockpit and delivers a truly marathon battery life. But playing Valorant with the ultra-high sensitivity feels like you're trying to snipe with a fire hose. Comfort and customization are top-notch, but its chunkier design makes it less nimble for sweaty flick shots in competitive shooters. Unless you are doing casual play or circus tricks, competitive Valorant mains may feel stuck in quicksand. 5 out of 10. ViaXi E1 Wireless. Sliding into tactical shooters like Valorant, the E1 Wireless goes full smooth criminal with an iconic ergonomic shape, crisp clicks, and a flawless 3950 sensor, making your crosshair dance with perfect precision. However, the featherweight clicks may make you rage click an accidental grenade, and the price tag is more premium steak than happy meal. For sweaty ranked tryhards who want the best and will pay for it, this mouse is a home run. 8 out of 10. Keychron M7 8K. With a buttery ergonomic shape and polling rates so fast they might outrun your internet, the M7 8K feels steady and comfy even if you have spilled Red Bull on your hands. It tracks like a hawk and offers tons of customization, but misses some FPS must-haves. No sniper button and grip quirks for smaller hands. Great for most players, but Valorant purists craving ultimate speed and competitive glory may balk. 7 out of 10. Razer Naga V2 Pro. This mouse is like a Swiss Army knife in the world of gaming, strapped with swappable side panels that let you go from 12 thumb buttons to just 2, faster than you can yell rotate in Valorant. While it feels slick and precise, those extra buttons are really designed for MMO spell slingers. So unless you plan to bind every possible agent ability to your pinky toe, it might be more mouse than you truly need. If you ever wanted your mouse to double as a spaceship control panel, sure, go wild. But for tactical shooters, it's mostly overkill. 5 out of 10. Turtle Beach Burst 2 Air. This featherweight rocket clocks in at just 47 grams, gliding across your desk like a caffeinated air hockey puck that's ready for flick shots and clutch plays in Valorant. The sensor tracks everything you throw at it, but the plasticky feel might make you question whether you forgot to peel off the demo sticker. And the battery life is more weekend warrior than marathoner if you stick to high performance mode. It is fast, it is comfy, but if your hands are bigger than average, button placement may feel like Tetris. Fun for a bit, then regret. 7 out of 10. Logitech G305 Lightspeed. This little beast may not win a fashion contest, but it's a sharp shooter for Valorant with a hero sensor and lag-free wireless, popping headshots without needing a cable leash. The egg-shaped body is light enough for most people, though if you have Hulk-sized hands or hate changing AA batteries after 3 LAN parties, you might get cranky. It won't wow you with bells or RGB, but for the price, it reliably does its job. Aim, click, repeat, with no fuss. 8 out of 10. Pulsar 10Z Signature Edition. This mouse is lighter than your motivation on a Monday, clocking in with snappy clicks and a shape that screams aimbot in human form. Swipe across your Valorant mousepad and you'll feel it begging to flick onto those pixel-sized heads. Plus, it's so stylish that your setup will finally impress someone other than your cat. But at this price, your wallet might disappear faster than an enemy in a smoke. So unless you're built like 10Z, maybe think twice before flexing too hard. 7 out of 10.